Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode. Now, I'm going to jump on in into a little advertisement, or am I? But wait a minute. But what I want to say about first is tonight's lesson almost didn't happen. And let me explain to you guys why. Well, I came up yesterday to do some things on the computer for today's lesson, and my computer had a different screen, background screen. None of my software that I had downloaded for anything was on my screen or on the computer. A lot of the fonts and everything I had uploaded, they were all gone. My downloads and my documents, my pictures, everything was gone. Now, Windows updated to Windows 11. I think that's what it is, Windows 11. Well, Windows 11 updated my computer and it screwed it up, literally. I broke down almost in tears because I did not follow my first mind and move my files to my removable drive. So I had all this work stored on the download that I was supposed to be moving yesterday, but because when I came up, it was all gone. I was devastated. I broke down in tears, literally. I boohooed like a baby because I could not find anything that pertained to today's lesson. I called my son, and my son, let me open that back up. My son told me, he says, Mom, try this. He said, well, did anybody touch your computer or anything like that? And I said, no, nobody had been on my computer and all my stuff was missing. I was boohooing. Do you hear me? Literally boohooing. So what I did, then I went to, I was sitting there and cried basically, and something touched me on my shoulder and said, Stephanie, stop being so upset and go look in OneDrive. So I'm like, OneDrive. So I went to open OneDrive and I found the photos that I had saved on my desktop. So then I kept searching through OneDrive and I found my documents. Then I kept searching a little bit more, and everything that was on my download page was in OneDrive in a folder that said download. So what Microsoft Windows 11 did was everything that was on my computer, they took it and they moved it to OneDrive when they updated my system. But my software still was gone. So I had to go and find a lot of my software and put it back on my computer. Well, when I did that, I found the stuff that I had saved and pre recorded for today's episode. But when I went to play it, the camera is not working. So it would not let me play anything on the player on the system. So I've been messing with it today and yesterday, and I could not get the player to work. So what I did was something totally different. I am going to play the pre-recorded episode the lesson rather that I have for today, and then once that finished playing, then we will jump into hmm, then we will jump into the conversations. Let me turn off these notifications, guys. I thought I had turned them off. So then we will jump into any questions that we have for today's episode. Because the February month, what we're going to be talking about is the About Me section, different things that we need to do to improve on that. So now that my panic session is over because I was able to find my files, now we'll be able to see the pre recorded lesson that I had for today. Yeah, guys, I panicked big time. So here we go. Join me as I challenge myself to create the perfect About Me section for my YouTube channel in just 10 minutes. When it comes to growing your YouTube channel, there's one critical element that's often overlooked: the About Me section. It's the first impression viewers get of who you are and what your channel is all about. A well crafted About Me section can engage your audience, build your brand, and even attract new subscribers. This is a key point, y'all. One of the biggest struggles creators face when writing their About Me section is knowing where to start. Now, you might be thinking, what should I include? How should I share? How much should I share? Should I just list out my credentials or try to be funny? You're not alone. Many of us have been there, staring at a blank page, wondering how to condense our entire personality and brand into a few sentences. Another challenge is trying to strike the right tone. Do you want to come across as a professional and serious, or do you want to show your fun and quirky sides? It's a delicate balance, and it's easy to get stuck in the middle, which it very, really is. When it comes down to it, the About Me section is your chance to tell your story and to connect with your audience on a deeper level. But how do you do that without sounding like a robot or a salesman? It's tough, but a few simple strategies you can create. Okay, it is not sharing. Er, it is not sharing, guys. I don't understand why it's not sharing my screen. Let me see if this is it. Craft an About Me section that truly reflects your brand and resonates with your viewers. So, what should you include in your About Me section? First and foremost, you want to clearly state the purpose of your channel. What do you want to talk about? When it, that's often overlooked, the About Me section. It's the first impression viewers get of who you are and what your channel is all about. A well crafted About Me section can engage your audience, build your brand, and even attract new subscribers. This is a key point, y'all. One of the biggest struggles creators face when writing their About Me section is knowing where to start. Now, you might be thinking, what should I include? How should I share? How much should I share? Should I just list out my credentials or try to be funny? You're not alone. Many of us have been there, staring at a blank page, wondering how to condense our entire personality and brand into a few sentences. Another challenge is trying to strike the right tone. Do you want to come across as a professional and serious, or do you want to show your fun and quirky sides? It's a delicate balance, and it's easy to get stuck. Okay, it seems to not be working, and I am irritated. It is not look. It's not working. Could you hear that lesson? Could you see the video? I mean, the crash down on my system really did some damage. So what I basically see, ew, and it's getting me because it was a part that I recorded especially for this lesson, and I cannot show it because the video player is not working. And I did not realize that until I got ready to play and last night, and I had been working with this stupid camera all day, and I thought I had it where I could play the video, but I cannot play it, and I'm not understanding why. Let me see if this will do it. Let me try something. Give me a minute, please. Bear with me. Let me see. It says it's on. It's optimized. Um, reset it. Turn it. Then I'm resetting it. Add on download all the drivers. There are no added drivers. Okay, let me see if this will work. Be patient with me. Your girl is really frustrated because this did not do right for me. Let me see if I can click on the video itself and get the video itself to play. It's not even recognizing the video player. Okay, this is irritating. Nothing is working. So I don't know why the media player is not working. This upgrade that Windows did has really messed up my system, and I'm really ticked off about it. I didn't realize a lot of it was going on but I've been working with it all night, guys, trying to get it going, and I'm very disgusted behind it. But Windows did an update and they screwed everything up. I mean, everything. And I've been up here fighting with this computer, and I thought I had a way to play tonight's lesson, but it won't let it play. So I'm very sorry for this. But if you're willing to come back next week, I will try to have it up this lesson and next week's lesson combined, which is talking about the About Me section and the About Me video. I can combine both of those next week, and we can do that next week. That'll give me time to fix this media player and get it working correctly. So if that is okay with you guys, let me know in the chat if that would be okay with you guys to come back next week. We try this again. I apologize that this is not working. I've heard a lot of complaints about this new Windows 11, and I can honestly say I agree with them that this has really messed up my computer. Really, it took me all day yesterday to find my files, and so it's taken me this time to see that the camera is not working. So I apologize again for it not being together. Today has been a hard day already, and I will see you next week, and we can hit this lesson about the About Me section, because I have a lot of key things I want to point out in this video about the About Me section and the About Me video. So please come back next week so we can try this again. Thank you guys who showed up. I appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, I start the game night. It starts tomorrow, and it will be Monday through Friday, and it's going to be about Black History questions. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll come and you'll learn some new things about people you didn't know about, and I hope you show up for me tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.